Live. Here we go. There we go. Mute. Got it up and running. Patreon. For all you people watching this after the fact, we're still getting everything set up. So give me a minute. It's always like this at the beginning of them. Hey, what's up, Walter? All right. What's going on, everybody? What up, dude? We got a Spartan in here with his shield. Nice to see it. Nice to see it. Hey, big dog, little pup saying hi. Oh, well, what's up? Cheers from Finland. What's up, Jan Man? What's up, April? What's up, Isaac? What's up, Mikey? What's up, Iron? What's up, Riz? May the 4th be with you. Best day of the year. Besides 420. Hi from Missouri. Hey, what up, David? How's everybody doing? Hey, what's up, Dan? What's up, Mauser? What's up, Spartan? How's it going? What's up, Nikki? Platinum is no longer available for your info. Did you join it? Or did somebody else join it? Let's see. You did join it, you crazy SOB. Well, thanks for joining the beta program, buddy. I appreciate it. I didn't, that might be the quickest one ever's gone. It never even got announced and somebody took it. So thanks for joining there, Mr. Cody the One. Shout out from the 603. What up, 603? Hello, GT. Hope all is well your way. Man, it's going great. I'm finally, for the most part, I think I have 7 or 8 merch orders in the double drops left to ship, and then I'm done with shipping. It took me from the 18th till yesterday, and it was nothing but like 18 hours a day of shipping. Jersey Shore's in the house. Oh, shit. Hey, we got another Spartan in here. What's going on, Josh? Day 1, week 5, first viable harvest. Oh, man. Awesome. Love it. Hey, what's up, Oli Sean? There's one of my mods. What up, Mr. Midwest? What up, AC Rocket? Hey, AC Rocket, did you win did your Mars Hydro Light that you won come in yet? Oh, what's up, Robski? You know I do these early ones just for you, buddy. Dave Chappelle, I saw him get tackled or whatever. I don't know much about it, but I saw the clip. You got it on Monday? All right, guys. That was the guy, the AC Rocket. That was the person that won the light on 420, and he got it on Monday. So that's awesome. Oh, you got your mug? That's sweet. Dude, I keep thinking about changing those mugs, but they just look so freaking cool with that design on them that I put on there. I just haven't been able to bring myself to change it. It just looks so fucking cool on a coffee mug. Greetings, GT. I am a couple weeks away from planting all of the double drops. So excited, dude. You should see. I don't know if you saw my picture. I put one up on Instagram. The Cherry Atomic Sledgehammer is double the size of everything else. Because right now we have Cherry Atomic Sledgehammer growing. We have Sour Grape Rock Candy going, which are both part of the double drop. And then we have, what else we got? We got Strawberry Cough going, and then Mimosa Orange Punch. And the Cherry Atomic is twice the size of everything else. The Sour Grape Rock Candy is about the same size as everything else. The Sour Grape, the Mimosa Evo is probably the smallest of all of them. And then of the Strawberry Cough, one of them didn't germinate, and then the other one was a weakling, so I Spartaned it off the cliff. So we only actually have 3 of the Strawberry Coughs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Strawberry Cough, the best of the best one. I am going to, I'll pollinate that one, or I'll feminize that one, to where it will give me pollen. And then I'll use the best of the best strawberry cough to pollinate the mimosa orange punch tent. T8T, I have a tent full of banana kush. Nice. 2 of the phenos are super hairy, and none of them are very dense. Usually get solid buds. Could it be genetics? It's about time to harvest. It can be genetics. If you have a shitty line that somebody bred, like they bred a shitty plant, you're going to get, weaker genetics. That's why we don't do that with 6. We only take the best of the best. We take the fucking Spartans. GT, what's the best way to treat a boron deficiency? That's a fucking first, man. A boron deficiency, generally the micronutrients, if you're growing in soil, that stuff's already all in there. And generally it's not a boron deficiency. 9 times out of 10, it's an overwatering proficiency that gets you to those weird deficiencies to show up. So generally it's not a problem that it's not in the soil. Generally it's the problem with one of the big 3, and this one we're talking about is generally an overwatering issue when you get those weird deficiencies to show up. So I would recommend letting those plants dry out before watering each time. Day 3, week 8, everything is coming down next week. Best grow yet. That's what I fucking like to hear. I love it. Congrats, buddy. GT, can too much CalMag burn your leaves and cause deficiencies? It's harder with the CalMag, but I mean, I guess if you give too much of anything, it's a bad idea. But generally, CalMag, which is a supplement, is generally okay. If you're gonna burn your leaves up, usually you're doing it with NPK. What's up? Hey, how's it growing? Thanks for the $5 super chat. GT, I'm about to release my channel in the next week or so. Woo, glad to see you, bud. GT, I'm about to release my channel. Are you gonna start an own channel? Awesome. What's the longest time you let an autoflower grow? I'm on week 3. I'm on week 13, but no amber yet. So let's see. If you had a 5-week veg and 8 weeks, I don't know, like another week or 2. I wouldn't go too much past that. I'm growing strawberry cough at the moment, loving it. It is super aggressive. Yeah, I mean, right now mine's kind of, I would say, not too impressed with the it only had one of them out of the 5. One didn't germinate. One was a weakling that I threw off the cliff, but the other 3 are looking great. So I can work with that. I'm fine with it. What are your thoughts on a living soil recipe? I don't like to introduce variables when I don't have to. So if I can just grab a bag of Fox Farms and not have to worry about it, that's what I do. But I know tons of people that grow in living soil and they have a good time with it. So let's see. Hay smell coming from my buds after I bucked down and placed in jars for curing. That means they were, you're probably not ready to be in jars yet. So take them out, throw them in like a brown paper, like bag you would get from like a grocery store, like that thick, dark, like paper. Throw them in there for a couple days, let it suck some more of the moisture out, and then throw them back in the jars. Hey, GT, my plants look great, just hardly any smell. What's up with that? It depends on how far along you are. It's my birthday today. Well, happy birthday, M&S Blades. Your birthday is on May the 4th, Star Wars Day. They're definitely a little moist. Yeah, see, exactly. I didn't even read the second half of the sentence and I knew what was up. Yeah, throw them, get them out of those jars. If you have jarred up bud that is too wet, it's going to mold. Get them the hell out of those jars. Get them into paper bags. Hi there from Oklahoma. Well, hello, Patty Chris. I just started growing a new cultivar and it's given me real issues showing newt burn, and it's only an ocean forest, never given any newts yet. Well, generally ocean forest is a flowering soil, so if you've got baby plants in a hot bag of ocean forest, they can burn. That is that always can happen. I live in Phoenix metro area and was wondering if you have any tips on how to keep the temperature down in the tents without busting the electric bill budget. You can run your lights at nighttime instead of the daytime when it's naturally cooler out. So you just reverse your daytime and nighttime. You can do it right away. So just turn the lights off, and then whenever they would normally go off, that's whenever you turn it back on. That way it's not as hard to keep the temperature down because you're not fighting the normal temps of the day. So you can switch your lights on to nighttime. Other than that, you can increase your fan speed and exhaust the air out of the room. Just went live about an hour ago. Ooh, nice. I like it. Picasso. Bro, can you pretty please explain how you would water in full detail if you were to germinate your seed directly into a 5-gallon pot with non-organic soil medium? Okay, so if I was just in a 5-gallon pot of soil and I was going to put my seed directly in it, that's a hard way for new people to do it. Generally, I would tell you to start in the cubes and then just take your cube. If you want to go right into a 5-gallon pot, I mean, you're probably going to overwater it if you're a new person. And I'm expecting you are, since you're asking a watering question, which, I mean, it is the most difficult part. But I would still start them in that cube and then put them into the pot. Let them get a nice little base of roots first and, nice little green plant at the top. I'd probably keep it in that cube for 2 weeks. Then you could it's super easy. Just pluck the cube right out and stick it right into your 5-gallon pot. Whenever I am going to start like my autos in like 5 or 7-gallon pot, I will water the entire pot. I will water it just like I would water it if there was a full-size plant in there. And then generally I don't have to water it again for like 3 weeks. So I wouldn't water for that plant again for 3 weeks. And I would let the roots constantly chase the water down as it dried out. So that's what I would do. Oh god, the fucking chat's up again. Just switched to top chat. Now I'm gonna have to go back to the live fucking chat. You piece of crap. All right, just fucked all my questions up. But hey, GT, any PFG? I mean, I got like 20,000. Yeah, I got plenty of PFG. I just got done harvesting my Gen 2 PFG. Hey GT, I'm going to be using CO2. Think I should run in veg? There's no need. There's no need to run in veg. If I'm going to run CO2, I usually bring it in right around week 3 of flower. Whoop whoop, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Watering the garden now. Oh, nice. Hey, everybody, while we're at it, taking this watering break, if you could hit the like button for me, much appreciated. I got to go at like 1 o'clock, so you guys remind me. Well, 1 o'clock for me or 2 o'clock for Eastern. I got to go in an hour. So you guys remind me. Don't let me talk too long. Hey, what's up, Yoda? There's another one of my mods. What's up, buddy? Feel the force. He's got the right character. He's got his Yoda character for May the 4th day. That's another one of my mods. Thanks for being a mod on my channel, Yoda, on my Discord. Smash the like button. Hey, thanks, Jumpy XP. I guess that's what it is. I know you're a Patreon. Sorry, I meant for photos, not autos. I want to know your... Oh, it would be the same whether it was auto or photo. I don't water them any differently. If you had to germinate your seeds directly in the 5-gallon pot to ensure you don't overwater. Well, I mean, I'm not going to overwater because I'm not going to water them again until my plant's like, but are you going to overwater is the question. The answer is yes. You are going to overwater it because it is extremely difficult for a new person to not overwater a little bitty plant in a gigantic pot. It's almost impossible for you guys to do it. The one trick I would tell you is, there's this shit where you scratch the top of the surface, throw that shit out the window. I want you to take, and you're like, I don't know if this pot, if I need to water it. You're going to take your fucking hand, you're going to knife hand that son of a bitch right down through the soil. Pow! All the way down. And if you feel any moisture at any point on your hand, don't water it. That's all there is to it. There's nothing else. How do you become a mod? I see that you are being an active and fantastic member on the Discord, helping people out as much as you can with a wide knowledge base and good-looking plants. And one day I will just deem you a mod. There's not very many of them, but the ones that I do have are magnificent. I won't overwater if you tell me not to. It's not that simple. I do appreciate that I'm the sensei, but it's not that simple. for every different environment, there will be a slightly different method you have to water, or different timing to your water. If you have one person that's in the deserts of Arizona, or New Mexico, and it's super dry out there all the time, they're going to dry their plants out faster than if you're in fucking Seattle and it's super humid up there, so they won't evaporate as quickly. But what it all comes down to is not watering until that bucket is light. And the problem is that it's going to be very, very hard for you to distinguish that when you're new. Whenever they're in little plants and little buckets, it's a lot easier. When you jump up sizes like that, it makes it very, very hard. I read recently that the DEA said that exotic bird food is legal. They did say that. They said that it's not illegal. So it's a little bit different than saying they're legal. But they said they're not illegal because seeds, exotic bird food, contain no THC. And since they contain no THC, as far as they're concerned, it is legal hemp. So that was really cool. GT, pick my next grow. Atomic Sledgehammer. Cash. GT, pick my next grow. Atomic Sledgehammer. Cash. Because mine are growing like monsters. Dude, Cherry Atomic Sledgehammer. GT, I got something for you. How do I get it to you? Send me an email. I can send you my P.O. box. Thank you. I'm looking forward to buying the Viper Spectra KS2500. Nice, man. They were trying to get me to be a sponsor. They were trying to come on and be a sponsor of the channel. Thank you. Give me time. I'll be there. That's my personal goal. All right, sweet. I like it. I think the sour grape, it's funny. Whenever I was cutting down the sour grape rocchini, the wife was like, I might have to leave the house. The house smells so strong. She's like, it's burning my fucking nose. My picture is of my first grow, the Slurricane. Slurricane's cool, man. I like that strain. I've grown that before. What's up, Corey? Hey, what's up, School Crop? Missouri says Missouri in the house. GT's in the house. That's right. What's up, GT? Gromies? What up, ADHD? Got a couple mods in here. Does that mean you can ship across the water? I'm not sure. Maybe, but I don't know yet because they've only released a white paper on the ruling, so I haven't messed with that yet. I know you'd like some too, Mikey. Cream. Get on time. Just started Akro and it's been raining ever since. That sucks. And definitely take that sponsor offer. They offered me a pretty decent size sponsorship. I just was already signing with Mars Hydro again. I have a little bit of an attachment to Mars Hydro. They signed me to a contract whenever I only had 500 subscribers. When I had 500 subscribers, they sent me an offer. I mean, it wasn't very good, but still, they sent me grow lights and stuff like that, and stuff for my giveaways, which they knew I did a ton of giveaways. Which we got one coming up when we hit 50,000, and we're at 48,000 or 49,400. So we're literally only 600 subscribers away from doing the 50,000 giveaway. So it was really nice. It was really nice to get that sponsorship that early on, and it just kind of goes to show you that even if you're a small content creator, there's opportunities for sponsorships. And of course, that sponsorship has grown as the channel has grown. And now, instead of doing single grows, they lock me into full year deals because they don't want anybody else snaking a contract out. So it's been nice. I've got stuff. I just realized like how well this new camera is that you can like read everything on my workboard behind me. And I got this Logitech Brio new webcam. It doesn't look it looks way better on my screen than it does on the playback screen, but maybe I just don't have the, hey, thank you for the $9.99 super thank you. Do I just, yeah, quality's only on 720 and I can turn it, okay, yeah, now it looks just as good. Yeah, this thing will broadcast and record in 4K, but YouTube has only got it on 1080. 8p, but the graphics on it, how well the camera takes a picture of is amazing. Hell yeah, GT. Damn, Mars Hydro had faith in you. Good job, buddy. Yeah, it was pretty much, I only had 500 subs at the time, but the plants were freaking insane looking. So they were like, okay, this guy's got it, I guess. And they locked me into a contract really early on, and they've been with me ever since. GT, what do you consider a sponsor? Cheers, Deb. I would say somebody that is sending you free equipment to advertise for them, or paying you and sending you free equipment where you actually have a drawn up contract. All of my sponsorships have drawn up contracts and stuff like that, like for the Enviro Cleanse or for Mars Hydro. And I had a gummy company trying to sponsorships have drawn up contracts and stuff like that, like for the Enviro Cleanse or for Mars Hydro. And I had a gummy company trying to send me a sponsorship thing today. I was like, hey, bro, I can't I can't promote that on the YouTube channel. That is definitely a big no-no. I was like, but I would have loved to take the giant amount of money you were offering me, but I can't. They will strike my channel for selling that, trying to promote that kind of stuff. So sucks turning down 5-figure checks, but I do it all the time with nutrient companies. But that's what I would consider a sponsor. As far as that goes, it's something you're under contract and getting paid with either equipment in monetary, or like affiliate sales is kind of like it kind of goes like free equipment would be like tier 1, affiliate sales would be like tier 2, and then affiliate sales with commission would be tier 2, and then actual paid under contract would be tier 3, and then tier 4 would be paid under contract with affiliate sales. So if I have a Sun Blaster T5, but I can't get any of the Root Riot plugs, can I pot and soil? Yeah, you can just fill the little tubs up with potting soil. Same thing. It's just they don't transplant it easy. With the cubes, you can pluck them right out. With the soil, you actually have to lift the tray up and then take your thumbs on the one you're wanting to pull up. Take your thumbs on the bottom and like crush that plastic and push the little plant thing up out of there. With the cubes, you can just grab onto the top of it and pluck it out, and it all stays together. With the little, when you're doing it with soil, you just take it and squeeze it up from the bottom, and then take that and then put it into its new thing. What a way to wake up from a surgery. Hey, you're alive. Nice. What are your thoughts on re-vegging? I don't really like to do it unless I'm pheno hunting for something and I want to throw it back into veg and take a bunch of clones from it. Generally, hey, Cody, or Mr. Cody, thank you for the $19.99 super chat, or super thank you, whichever one that is. I can't tell, but thank you for that $19.99. Much appreciated. What happened to Bill Ward? No video on Sunday. I don't know. Probably nothing to be worried about. It's stuff comes up. I know it happens with me all the time. I'm like, oh, I want to drop the video on Saturday. Something comes up, pushes me off to the next day, or you just never know. People got lives outside of YouTube, and sometimes it's hard to get it all in there at the same time. How often do I burp my jars after 1 month of curing? I don't. After I do my 4 weeks, I throw my Bovita pack in there and seal it, and then the only time I open it is whenever I'm taking bud out to smoke it, or to like refill my whenever I go to refill my Dougies or bowls or anything. But other than that, I just throw the Bovita pack in there and it controls it. Oh, JCK just went to seedling yesterday. That was such a heavy training plant. He constantly wants to grow. Hey, Bill Ward's in here. See? There you guys go. See, I told you there's nothing to be worried about. Bill Ward is just fine. How does one go about being sponsored by a company like AC Infinity or Mars Hydro? The best way, we have a lot of sponsor talk today. So the best way, guys, if you haven't followed Bill Ward's channel, by the way, you should go over and follow it. Dude's the best autoflower grower on YouTube. Nobody else is even fucking close. So if you were wanting to be sponsored, the first thing you have to do is realize that, you know, giving away equipment to you is a business transaction. They're not looking for just giving stuff out for free because they like you. To them, this is a business transaction, and that's the way you have to treat it. And if they don't think that they're not giving stuff out of the way out of the goodness of their heart, they're hoping that you have a big enough following or can grow a big enough following. If they see the talent in your plants and the kind of posts you make, they might, you know, want to invest in you early, like Mars did with me whenever I only had 500 subs. But I had the plants where they were like, yeah, holy fuck, we want this guy with our lights above those plants. And that's what they did. But it's mainly about your following and your reach is what they're generally looking for. And then all you gotta do is send them an email. Just if you go on to any of these places' email, they usually have a contact button. Just send them a contact and be like, but I can tell you, if you don't have a decent size, and then make sure you throw all of your links into your Instagrams, and the more places that you have, the better your chances are. So if you have a Twitter, a Instagram, a YouTube, TikTok, if you have all those, put all those links in. The more you have, the bigger your reach, the more audience they think they're going to see. It's the better chances you have of getting a sponsorship. But they do want a return for their money. Hey GT, whenever you say we should flip, hey, what's up, Artful? Another one of my my awesome mods. Is that pre or post scrog? No, it's pre, because how would you flip to flower post scrog? You already flipped to flower because you put the scrog net up. So whenever I say that I want you at 50%, I want you to take the plants and I want you to smash them all to one side of your tent and look down. Is half the floor covered? Yes. Okay. Now spread them out. We know that's 50%. Even if we spread it out, we still know we had 50%. Now we spread it out and scrog it down. And then whenever they double in size, they'll fill in all those spaces that were left. Has anybody tried Grow Dodge yet? I haven't tried Grow Dodge yet, but I think that's from isn't that from Scotty Real? Yeah, they want exposure. Exactly. They're not sending out, they have workers and stuff to pay. And think of you as their marketing arm is what they're going with. What's the best smelling skunk strain you have grown? I don't know, probably Skunk Hero or White Widow crossed with Big Buds was a good one too. Yeah, I watched the Obi-Wan trailer today. I was like, it's May the 4th. Maybe they'll be awesome and release Obi-Wan early, and they didn't. But they released a new trailer for it, so that was cool. Bill Ward's autos are always 2 times the size of mine. I don't get it. It's because Bill Ward is a wizard. And, he's had lots of practice. Follow his channel. I guarantee he'll get you around there. I'm a VIP Patreon. How do I get the double drop? Hey, Mud Dog. Great for bringing that up, guys. The link, if you're ever looking to become a Patreon, is right there. And the way you get the double drop is message me on the Patreon, and we'll get your shipping all worked out. But just send me a message on the Patreon. That's all you got to do. Skunk Hero number 1. Best time to introduce male pollen to females. I do it. I want them to get a little bit of size, so generally it's around week 4 of flower. And then as soon as you pollinate them, restart your flower. You're no longer on week 1 flower. You're now on week 1 pollination, and now you start your 8-week clock all over again. So whenever you're growing seeds, it's a 12-week flower, not an 8. Practice, practice, practice. Yeah, exactly, Bill. That's exactly my thing. Like, If you went and you're like, you know what, I'm going to become a baseball player, and then you went out after your first or second time practicing baseball, you're like, why am I not as good as I don't know, I don't watch baseball, but Babe Ruth, maybe, I don't know, Barry Bonds, there you go, that's a baseball player. Why am I not as good as Barry Bonds? Because that's something that he accumulated, that skill over a lifetime of doing it. When you're new and then you're like, well, why didn't I grow just like you? Because it's a skill that you acquire, and the more you do it, usually the better you get at it. Are the double the same size so they can be grown in the same tent? No, the Cherry Atomic sledgehammer is gigantic. It's double the size of everything else. I would not. I have separate tents for everything. I would not want to grow the Cherry Atomic in the same tent with the sour grape. Do you make diamonds? No, I'm just not a big fan of concentrates, man. They make me all sweaty, and I get all sweaty. I have anxiety real bad. So if I have anxiety real bad, and then I do like any kind of concentrates or shatter or anything, it makes me all sweaty. It makes my heart racing, and it's not really fun whenever you have an anxiety. So I just stick to my flour, and that's about it. Grow dots are Orbeez. Soak and recharge. That's the same thing. Hey, what up, Rick Riviera? Don't overwater. Correct. It's like having kids. You screw up the first couple. Man, I hope not. I only got a couple. Does it taste like cherries? If you don't fuck it up, it can. If you don't hurt them. Your terpene profiles really come from you never hurting the plant and getting better at doing this. Your first couple grows, you probably won't ever find any of the terpene flavors. It'll still get you high, but you don't really, until you really stay out of their way and keep them in all of their balances, whether that's food, light, or water, it's really easy to lose the terpene profiles. Is all your bird food feminized? It is. Unless we might do an occasional run every once in a while where people want regular bird food, and that's always advertised, but for the most part, it's all feminized bird food. Because Stone Cold says so. Oh, is seeded pot just as potent? No, it's about 30% less potent, 30% less strong. Because once you've added pollen to your plants, the plants stop concentrating on making buds, so your yield goes down and your potency goes down. Because once they're seeded, all of their attention gets turned to making the new bird food, not growing more bud. So no, it is not. So there's a trade-off whenever you make seeds. Hey, Yama, thank you for the $9.99 flying pear. Is that a pear, I think? What do you use for feminizing? I use colloidal silver. You can buy it right off Amazon. You can buy it from places like that are very small amounts, but usually my plants that I'm using it on are very big. You can buy it in smaller amounts, but I just buy like 32 ounces of it at a time off Amazon, and that's what I use. And it's like 30 or 40 ppm. Hey, GT, if I don't have access to pre-moied soil like Fox Farms, what do you recommend? Make your own or go with inert soil? Thanks for all your help and keep the good work. Just you can use whatever you have and it will all grow, quality bud. It's just you'll have to make adjustments. Like when you're saying inert, were you talking about like cocoa? Planted 5 PFG, got 5 beautiful winners. Yeah, dude, PFG is on another level. I've got I just harvested the Gen 2 PFGs, and I think we ended up with like 20,000 of them out of the 5x5. Oh no, it was a 4x4. Out of the 4x4. With sour grape and cherry atomic, do you have details on indica? They're all indica dominant, so they're like 70-30 mixes. I always lean extremely heavy onto the indica. Because like I said, I have anxiety, and the sativas make me a little a little too high strung, a little too much energy. I need something that calms me down, but doesn't just lock me to a couch. So you actually got a notification from YouTube. That's awesome. Week 7, Gorilla Glue number 4. Oh shit, you're almost done, David. Handful of it like this. Like I kind of like grab it like that. And so like this whole inner pocket of my hand is full. And then I just sprinkle it like a line about this thick around the entire pot that I'm putting it in. And then I top dress it in the top inch or two. And then I do that every time I transplant, or if I'm in flower, I do it once a month. Can you vacuum seal bud? Does it lose its potency or quality of soap? No, I actually have a video on this. That was actually one of my first videos I ever made. If you go all the way back, like 400 videos ago, if you go back to the start of the channel, that was like one of the first video I made. It's called "For the Top 1% of Cannabis Growers." And if I'm going to have any of the bud over 6 months, which occasionally happens all the time, because I grow a lot of it, I will vacuum seal it into bags and then throw it into a freezer, and it stays perfect for, I don't know, like I think the oldest stuff I had was 2 years, and it was still perfect whenever I put it out, but it was great. Else aren't talking to me. GT, how the fuck did I get TMV? I don't know. What's your thoughts on living soil and dry amendments? Well, with the living soil, I don't think you need dry amendments, do you? With the living soil, you're putting that kind of stuff. It's eating just the soil. The only time I use dry amendments is if I'm re-amending my soil, because I grow in pre-amended soil, so it already has the amendments in there. If I'm going to re-amend the soil, if I'm going to reuse it, or if I'm growing in cocoa, then I will use a dry amendment. But the style I grow, I only feed my plants like 1 or 2 times their whole life. So unless I'm making seeds, and then it's a longer process, so then it takes longer. So then I have to feed them more. How do I grow buds that are so dense at finish? And that comes, my good sir, from never getting in their way, never hurting them, never leaving them wanting for anything. Because anytime you stunt your plant, anytime you hurt your plant, or anytime you leave them wanting for anything, it costs you about 15% of your yield every time you do it. Do it once or twice, and all of your density is gone. Density is the last thing good growers get. It's the last thing you're going to get. Sometimes it'll look nice and dense whenever it's growing, but it's all swollen up and full of water, and then you cut it down and it becomes all airy and spaced out and crappy looking. Density comes from never getting in their way, never hurting them. So it's not like a product I can tell you, oh, just do this and you'll get your density, or just don't do that. It's a culmination of all of it. Is your potting soil damp whenever you repot it? I like to water and then pot into the new soil about 2 days after I water, so it's not too dry, it's not too wet, and it doesn't fall apart. But all the new soil is dried out. Yeah, buds are solid when you can chuck them through a window. Woo! Yeah. I always feel like I could take like if I drop a bud, it like thuds on the fucking table. GT, is veg for too long a bad thing? No, with autos you can't, and then with photos you can veg them as long as you want. Like look outside, they veg for months and months and months and months at a time before they flip themselves to flower when the sun starts shortening its days. In my early flower runoff is 2,000. Is that too high? I don't think so, unless you're in cocoa, within those are liquid nutrients. But if you're in soil, I don't think that's bad. But even if you're in cocoa, it's just a little high. So just love them, step back and watch. Yeah, for the most part, that's where we get that leave them alone saying. Let's see. Fucking chat. Stop switching to fucking top chat. Oh, I gotta fix this chat. Dude, I can't stand it whenever it switches like that. There we go. Live chat's back. It like messes my fucking chat up so much. Always another soldier falls. Always a sad moment whenever you drink the last of a can of bubbly. Your light video changed my life. Hey, you're well. Glad, man. Glad. School of Crop. House Springs, May 21st. Okay, something's going down in House Springs on May 21st. Do those CO2 bags really make a difference in a 4x4? No. The T&B ones work the best, but they work really well in like a 2x4. But if you're exhausting your air, you're sending it all out the door anyway, so it won't matter. They work the best in sealed environments. Thanks, GT. You the main man. Hey, no problem, Deck. Hey, what up, Crypto Man? The grow buckets are cool, I think. Hydrostore only had rock wool plugs. With rock wool, that is a hydro system, brother. Oh, the chat just went fucking crazy again. That's a hydro system. You have to water those way more often. Damn top chat. Too hard to stay focused. Yeah, dude, it's fucking ridiculous. And it just changes without warning. It'll just be like blip blip. And then you're like, what the fuck just happened? I don't understand. What the fuck just happened? Then you change it back and all this shit flies around. Will you please explain the whole ppm thing? What exactly is being measured? Parts per million. It's salt count of the media that you're running water through. So it's just it reads the parts per million of your nutrients. So that's what it is. Cut. Did you get the big black Chevy Siege yet? BBC. Were they in like a giant envelope? Because I don't know. I got a bunch of people that send me exotic bird food all the time. So like I got 2 sets of bird food in the other day, or like in the last couple of weeks, and one of them came in a big like yellow envelope, and the other one came in a small like envelope. What's up, Wicked? Mm-hmm. Can't get on the Discord. Can I get a new link? Yeah, David, send me a message on Patreon so to remind me, and I'll send you a new link. After you progress to the lights to 100, do you eventually lower them down, or do they stay at 100 till harvest? I leave mine at 100 till harvest, and then I turn them off. I don't do anything going back and forth. I don't go back to an 18.6 light schedule. I don't do any of that stuff. I turn them to 8. I turn them to once they go to 100, they stay on 100 from week 6 through the end of week 8. Then I turn them off. I got Cherry Atomic in week 2 seedling stage. Mine are monsters. I was on Top Chat also. Dang. See, it fucks everybody up. GT, St. Louis, Canna Expo, House Springs, July 21st, Knights of Columbus. Gotcha. Is House Springs close to St. Louis? I don't know. Will 20 minutes of light really stress my plants during flowering stage? You mean like when the lights are off? Anything over 2 minutes can wake them up out of their sleep cycle. GT, going to start PFG. I do Happy Frog for veg, Ocean Forest for flower. Last question: do fungus gnats eat your plant? Nah, they don't really eat it, but their larvae will eat the root systems of your plant. So that's what the diatomaceous earth is for. Seedlings leave edges brown on 2 plants. I think it's recharged. Nah, whenever they're little, they're not very good at being a plant yet. So whenever they're little, for their leaf edges to get a little cooked or a little bit hot, it's not too unexpected. So they'll grow out of it. GT, I've never joined a Patreon before, nor do I know anything about it really. What can I expect? For the Patreon, and for everybody that hit the like button on the video, thank you very much. For the Patreon, which I just threw a link up right there, the main thing that you're going to get out of the Patreon is direct access link to me. I go in there and I answer those questions 1 to 2 times a day, usually either in the morning or in the evening. And depending on the tier you join, you can also get video conferences with me monthly, where I sit down in a chair just like this, and instead of talking to everyone on YouTube, 200 people, I sit down. It's just me and you, just like this. I'm on my screen, or you're on my screen, I'm on your screen, and you can take your phone, turn it around. I just put the link up for Patreon. It's right above you, Midwest Smoke. We sit down just like this, and you just turn your phone around, and we go over your plants in real time. And I'm like, do this here, adjust this, do this. And any of your questions you have, we just sit there and talk about it just like I'm doing, but it's personal. You don't have to ask your question in front of everybody. It's private, and I can sit down, I can go over your plants just like if I was sitting in the room right next to you. That's the main focus of it. The other part is you get free exotic bird food whenever I make it, because anybody that's in the VIP tiers, I don't sell it. I just give it away for free to anybody that's in the VIP tiers. What up, Short Dog? Yo. Got your bird seed? Awesome. Will one 20-minute light harm my plant bad during flower? You do it one time, dude, it's not a big deal. There's been some times where I've had to go in my room. It's more of a chronic type deal. If you do it often, that's whenever it will mess them up. Just one time, it's not going to hurt them. Sour grape and cash seedlings are huge week 2, thanks GT, or maybe my second grow is better than first. Maybe it's a combination of both. Maybe you're getting better and GT's got some of the most fire fucking genetics on the planet. So, my last grow, I fertigated, watered 5 times a day. This grow, I watered as you recommended. Plants look great, and I have much more free time. That's exactly my point. You don't need to do that kind of shit. And I promise you, if the less you do, the more you're going to get at the end. Proof is in the pudding. I've been doing diatomaceous earth since I heard you say it, to use it back in December for the first time, but I've heard you say you use it. I use it on every single grow, on every single plant I have. I'm actually out of it right now. I need to order a new fucking bag. That just reminded me that I need to order a new bag of diatomaceous earth, because I use it. Patreon is worth every penny. Oh, thanks, guys. What kind of fox farms do you use in veg? I missed that before. Oh, okay. So in veg, I will use Happy Frog, and then in flower, I use Ocean Forest. Happy Frog's designed for veg, and Ocean Forest is designed for flower. I need to schedule my visit with you. All you gotta do, send me a message on Patreon, brother. We'll tell you the days you have available. You pick one, and then you just tell me if you want a phone call, because some people don't want to do video. Some people just want to talk to you on the phone, and then we do phone call or video. We pick it out, and we go from there. It's super easy. There's some people like, dude, I'm so nervous to talk to you. I'm like, don't be. Do you see how I'm doing this right here? It's the exact same personality you're going to get, because it's the only one I got. And the Discord comes with Patreon, which we got some of the best growers and mods on the planet, and that shit's open 24 hours a day. So if it's 3 a.m. and you got a question, usually there's people on there. I'm finally out of grow equipment debt. I remember those days. Cross your JCK with Sunset Sherbert. Another week in the seeds will be ready. Oh, that sounds cool. I like the name Sunset Sherbert. So you've got Jedi Council Kush with Obi-Wan and Master Kush. And then you've got Sunset. So you've got Sunset. That reminds me of like Tatooine with the two suns. Thinking of names for you. You might just call it like, I don't know. I'm thinking like something with Tatooine, since it had the two suns. You got the Sunset and Sherbert. Then you've got the Jedi stuff with the Jedi Council Kush. It's a work in progress. I'm thinking about it though. How's the JCK smoke? It's pretty fucking strong, to be honest. You know, with my PFG, it's really relaxed and I can still accomplish shit. I think it's really cool that the name is Jedi Council Kush, because the shit will put you in fucking outer space real quick. It's one of those ones where you hit it and you're like, all right, I'm going to be right here in my own little fucking world for about the next fucking hour or two. Jedi Double Sunset. Yeah, something like that, man. A few pest DE controls. Cockroaches, ants, aphids. Yeah, it's really handy. I invested $270 in VIP program Patreon. I've received 4 birdseed drops and harvested 77.5 ounces or 71 ounces. Do the math. I made money on my first grow. Thanks, GT. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm glad it's working out well for you. Yeah, that's what people are like. Oh, it's kind of expensive, and I'm like, do you not understand how much bird food is? And I give it out for free, for fucking free. And then you've got the consults, which are almost half price that I do if you were gonna, instead of ordering them by yourself. The VIP is, any of the Patreon is head and shoulders. It's extremely cheap when you look at the total investment, total stuff you get back. Yoda OG. We need a dark side strain that's black and red. Ooh, that's a good idea. I like it. I like it. Bring out the dark side of the force. Focus. It gives you strength. Focus. It makes you stronger. Has all the last drop been sent out? I have 8 more boxes to go for everyone that has sent me that has picked their shipping method. If you haven't picked your shipping method, then you haven't been tallied yet. Mine has just renewed. Hey, Robski, thanks for another year, buddy. I'm new here. What do you mean by bird food? It's food for your birds, but if you dropped it in soil, something might happen. I don't know how else to say it. May the puff be with you. Thanks for the bird food, GT. The PFG is going to be a monster. Oh, dude, it is a monster. I've got the Gen 2. The Gen 2 bird food has just been separated. I've been separating it the last week. So it's I can't wait. Price of admission is worth the show. Yeah, I agree. Blown away by the flow of knowledge here. I always learn. Yeah, man, that was kind of the point of the channel, is I wanted to design the channel around people's questions, and what I saw was wrong with a lot of the information that was out on YouTube. T-shirt cost, please. If you go to WTTGT.com, you can look at all the T-shirts and stickers that we have on there. Just WTTGT.com. And you can look at all of it. It has all the shirts, the sizes that are left. You can see that's what we got left. Those things were completely packed all the way to the floor, and now that's all that there is left. That tells you, but if you go to WTTGT.com, it'll tell you what sizes we have left and which designs. We've got some of the stickers left back there on the table. That's like my little shipping area. And then my artwork from my kids. And let's see. So on there, you can look at stuff like that tint slap, and it's not pulling up any of the reflectiveness that's on there. I'm telling you, look, there's the glitter. Like you can see, there's like, there you go. See how reflective it is? It's like got rainbow reflective stuff in it. And I think there's only like 8 of these left, these bigger ones. These is the Chrome Van tint slap, and it's all prismed. Not picking up the light very well. There you go. But the whole sticker actually does that. So, and then like the sour grape one, this one is insane. I think there's only like 8 of these left. But you can go to WTTGT.com and it'll tell you what's in stock, what's not in stock. The 4th is strong here. Yeah, man. What's up, Kenyatta? What's up, Mace? I'm thinking about buying a console. You can do that, but I'll tell you, it'd be cheaper. It'd save you $5 doing the VIP, because it's only $25 a month for a month-long subscription, and you would get the double drop and the console and save $5 instead of just buying the one console for 30 minutes for $29. It would save you $5 just to do 1 month of VIP, and you would get the double drop. Let me get an XL. I don't know. Let's see. In XL, we have 1 Cherry Atomic Sledgehammer left in XL. And then we have 3 WTT GT with the big leaf on it that fades into the dab. We have 3 of those left in XL, and that's all I got left in XL. All of the other 5 designs are sold out of XL. A calm down slap. Pow! Yeah, exactly. Correct, Eric. It is 100% cheaper to buy the Patreon. And plus, it's, consults one time. If you do the VIP Patreon for a month, you can message me as much as you want during the month. Like, you can message me fucking 10 times a day. I'm only going to answer it 1 or 2 times a day. I'm not going to answer it 10 times, but I will eventually get to it where I'll answer all your questions in one sitting. But you get to message me for the whole month and go back and forth. I get to talk to you the whole time, and it's cheaper. It's one of the reasons I think that we have the biggest C-word related Patreon there is. It's bigger than Mr. Canucks. It's bigger than Seed to Stones. It's bigger than everyone's. We have the biggest Patreon in this field there is. There is nobody that's bigger than mine. I have the biggest Patreon there is. Oh, shit. May the 4th is your birthday. I love it. Happy birthday. When dealing with Baddick seed, how can you tell the difference between male and female? You can't. And anybody that tells you can is fucking crazy. Because, let me tell you something. If you could tell the difference of a seed before you planted it and grew it out, no seed company would ever sell regular seed again. They would just take all the female seeds out and sell it all as feminized seed, because it's more profitable. It's your son's birthday today too? Well, happy birthday to him. The only for sure way to tell what the seed's gender is going to be is grow it. You can then clip the leaf and mail it in and get it sexed, Or if you want to wait, you can flip them to flour, and then week 2 of flour, you'll know what everything is. What comes with the double drop? You're going to get Cherry Atomic Sledgehammer and Sour Grape Rock Candy, which is our 2 newest bird food lines. GT, how do you like the gaming chair? What brand is it? I need to buy a new one. Fuck. It's a DOWINX. It feels like a car racing seat, so I kind of like it because I'm really big into racing cars, and this feels like a seat, like a Recaro seat is what it feels like. And I think it was like $200. Patreon King. Dude, I can't believe it's time to fucking go already. Thank you. I would have just kept talking. It feels like I've been on here for 10 minutes. Do you have any tips for powdery mildew? Increase your airflow in every level of the tent, reduce your watering, and spray it down with water and milk mixed together 50-50 on any of the affected areas that have powdery mildew. Fixed. Will you have a white bus t-shirt? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. All right, guys. But if you're looking for any of the merch that we got, rather, we have more stickers than these. These aren't the only stickers. We got a whole bunch of stickers over there, different designs. Go check them out at WTTGT.com. It's much, much appreciated. And if you want some of the last remaining shirts, we don't have very many left. That whole thing was completely packed. You could not see any of the wall behind it, and that's all we have left. A little bit of sections here and there. So if you're wanting any of those, head over to WTTGT.com and look through there, see if we got your size. If you're wanting to join the Patreon, here's the link. We got tons of different levels to it. Check it out. Thanks for hanging out with me on May the 4th. May the 4th be with all of you. Now I got to run. I got to go pick up. I got 2 extremely picky snakes that will only eat African sulfur rats, and I have to drive a fucking hour to go get them for these picky ass snakes that won't just eat the frozen thawed dead ones already. All right. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Have a good time. GT out.